Woohoo! We're live. Hey guys, I want to welcome you tonight to a special edition of the Winning Women Network. My name is Keisha Bass, and I am so honored to actually be here tonight to share with you some information that is potentially is going to change many people's lives, many people that partner with us, and you're gonna see something tonight that can be life changing. Sorry, I got a little kid that's banging at my door, so kind of threw my concentration. I was like, what is important right now? Don't you know it's 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I always am online at that time. So, anyways, I got my amazing buddy and crib mate with me tonight. I always call him my crib mate. We got started together inside this amazing company. We made a lot of money. Income disclaimer, we can't guarantee any results, right? We can't guarantee that you'll get in, you'll make any money. I don't know if you're willing to bust your butt like we did when we got started. Stay up late nights. Val was actually working a full-time job when we got started, and now she's retired, right? And so, Val, you want to come out and greet the folks, and I'm going to see what this little kid wants.
Hey everybody, thank you for the introduction, Keisha. Yeah, Valerie Mason here. Diaz Domination, I've been in for about a year now, and it's done some amazing things. And we have lots of people in DSD who are silently making money, changing their lives, changing the lives of their families. And I'm so happy and proud to be here. Yes, I was able to quit my job and fire my boss just about 3 months ago now. So I've been a full-time entrepreneur for about 3 months, and it's been a lifelong dream. Something I thought I always knew one day would happen. I just didn't know when. I just didn't know how. But it took about 20 years. But hey, I got a lot of life left in me. But what we really want to talk to you about is this new launch that DS Domination has just did. There was this amazing webinar last night that just blew the socks off of everyone who listened. I don't know about you, Keisha, but I was listening and I was like screaming in my chair. I'm like screaming. I'm like pacing my room because I just could not sit down. So this webinar last night just really opened my eyes and really got me to see the true potential of what's in front of me. I always tell people who are in DSD, you have something so really special and you need to treat it with the reverence that it deserves. Well, last night I just realized, and this is an income disclaimer, and I don't know if you can give an income disclaimer for this word, but it's like a jackpot. And that's how I felt. I'm looking at a jackpot. I'm looking at the end of the rainbow. That's how I felt last night. It was like when people say, I just want to see a little light at the end of the tunnel, I saw the lights. I saw the gold at the end. I was just blown away. How did you feel, Keisha? I was just like, I remember I even called you like, oh my God.
Right. Definitely blown away. This is one of the things too that I want to bring out, because this is when we were talking to the company owner of the new company Options Domination. We were on a call. One of the things I want to bring out is that we always present information that works. So we presented you drop shipping information, right, and how to build a fortune in the e-commerce land. And so many of us benefited from not only the information, which many companies we just become peddlers of information, right? And then you make a ton of money selling people some information that it may work, it may not work. You might do it, you might not do it. But in this company, we actually presented people with drop shipping information, and there are people who are silently, right? They don't get on Hangouts because they don't need to get on Hangouts, right? They don't need to recruit, so therefore they don't need to do this kind of stuff, right? I just so happened to get in and decided I wanted to build, it was so easy to build a team because people got results. So not only is this new company, the Options Domination, not only are you going to, if you're an affiliate, be able to be compensated. Many people, let me just put a disclaimer, results may vary. We cannot guarantee any sort of thing. Future what happened in the past is not, guaranteed to happen in the future. So we're going to share with you some things tonight that happened in the past, but we can't guarantee they'll happen in the future, right? Want to make sure we just put that out there and it's very clear about that. But you're going to be able to use this information from this company and absolutely change your bank account. Okay. And so this company is on something, and I lost where I was going with that, but you're going to be, some of our incomes, okay, this is what I was saying. Some of us who, and actually, I have a special guest here tonight. You guys can probably see who it is. But actually, the three of us, right, like I said, disclaimer, probably when this thing, goes full-blown, our incomes will double or triple. I mean, that's just what's going to happen, right? Why? Because when we got started, right, without knowing anything about this, I had no idea they were going to launch another company. I just said, you know what, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do whatever I have to do, and build DS, and I went hard. I did 2 videos a day. I emailed my list twice a day. I did everything, right? I really did. I spent money. I invested in coaching. I invested in books. I invested in training. I just, and I was determined to get to the top, okay? And I'm still not done because it's still on my goals list. I actually wrote it down. It's still on my goal list to be the top female income earner inside of DS Domination, okay? That's my personal goal, right? But it's possible. But I got a special guest here tonight because I'm not going to keep talking, because I have a special guest that's here tonight that is going to share with you, because he's going to share some information with you tonight. Right? Those of you who are inside of DS Domination, and you may have gone inactive, I want to speak to you tonight, okay? Maybe you were invited by myself, maybe you were invited by Reginald, maybe you were invited by Val, or someone inside as an active member inside of the Unit of Prosperity. You want to go in the back office tonight, reactivate your 1995 Pro level subscription. Guys, that's nothing for you to be in position to potentially, right? We're saying potentially, because inside of options domination, I like to call it OD. I don't know if that's really the best word, but I always say OD. Inside of OD, customers are going to be compensated. But you got to be a customer in OD as well, right? If you're not a member of DS Domination, then the cutoff is actually tonight. You have to reactivate tonight, because on tomorrow, you won't be able to activate. Okay, so you'll have to wait until, I believe, February 1st or whatever before you can do anything at that point. And you don't want to do that. So Reginald Stinson, the founder of the Unit of Prosperity, the #1 income earner inside of DS Domination. Are you here, bro?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. I'm going to let you take over from here and share with us what you brought tonight.
All right, awesome. I appreciate that introduction.
Oh, yeah, I had music and everything.
All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start a screen share. I want to make sure you all can see this.
Okay. Can you see the screen? So
you see too?
You're in the lab, so you got.
Is that one screen showing there?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, cool. All right, it's a privilege and an honor to even be on the Winning Women's Network Hangout. I appreciate you all inviting me out tonight. And tonight, what I'm going to share with you is very time-sensitive information. That's why I am here tonight. Now, prior to the Options Domination launch in 2013, when DS Domination launched, which let me clarify this, DS Domination and Options Domination is 2 completely separate companies, okay? They're 2 different companies. Yeah, I guess you can kind of consider Options Domination a sister company with a new owner, okay? But in 2013, when DS Domination launched, they completely changed the game in the network marketing space, because they took e-commerce and basically taught e-commerce and put an MLM comp plan on it, or an affiliate comp plan on top of that, which has ultimately created so many success stories we can't even keep count. We have customers that are earning in excess up to $500,000 a year without recruiting anyone. And again, your results may vary. We cannot guarantee any income. We're not. But these are just examples of what's possible if you take action. So through all that, we've created a lot of success stories, and e-commerce is definitely a recession-proof industry. So whether you decide to do options domination or not tonight, or reactivate or not tonight, if you look at this from a logical standpoint, you know that one thing that people will always do, whether they have money in the bank or not, is shop for something. So how would you like to position yourself in front of those people that are always going to spend money, whether they have money in the bank or not, and be able to generate revenue from that? Well, that's what DS Domination has done. Now we're going into phase 2. They launch their sister company, which is a completely separate entity to DS Domination, but they do work together in some fashion, which means that if you joined DS Domination back then, a lot of you all on the webinar tonight that may have quit for whatever reason, and you got an email about, hey, you need to come back and watch this webinar tonight because you could potentially lose money. Where tonight I'm going to share with you why you need to reactivate your account tonight, or if you are inactive from last week, why you need to stay active, or if you are currently active and don't plan on going inactive. I'm going to share with you why you should be more excited than ever. Because now, not only do we have e-commerce with this, which is a recession-proof business, but now we're going into a phase where we can literally create generational wealth through different forms of trading, because options domination is not only about binary options, but you're getting into a lot of more things like, you know, futures, commodities, and I forgot what the investment plan that he talked about yesterday, but it's a whole lot more into creating more monetization from the money that you're already making in DS Domination, which is huge, because more than likely prior to this, most people have money sitting in the bank collecting, you know, a lousy, you know, 0 point whatever % annual, which is nothing. I mean, you can pay pennies on your money each and every year in the bank, when now literally you have an opportunity to, you know, earn nice returns on your income. And again, your results may vary, so we cannot guarantee that. So I'm going to share with you what options domination has done. We actually been testing this for a while, for a few months, and now the time is here. So we're going to share with you why you need to get back active. Now, this is one of my accounts. As you can see, the dates is from December 10th, 2014. And obviously, I invested $500. Now, this is in our binary options sector of options domination. There's going to be different, I guess, pieces to it, all right? Or different levels of options dominations, which will include different forms of trading. So if you look here, I invested $500. I got most of these trades got a $335 return. So you do the math, you see what the potential is there. And again, this is for illustrational purposes only. And on average, you know, business owners will earn anywhere from $500 to $2,000 a year with OD. Now here's another one of my accounts, and obviously I have a larger trading balance, so my investment will vary from what yours will potentially be. But you see what the potential is with binary options. If you notice that some of these trades are only a few hours, some of them are maybe only a few minutes. So this is cool. This is a couple $1,000s in profit a day. This trade was done in November, and I apologize, it's not in necessarily order, but this is last year, and obviously this was one of my biggest days before I had the big day Friday, which this day I actually did about $30,000 in profit. Here's another screenshot of binary options where obviously I won all of these trades. And if you look, this was a 4-hour trade essentially, and I made a couple $1,000s in profit daily. On the 22nd up to the 23rd, you see what my trades were here, and obviously I had to build up to this point. And here's the unique thing about this, because I just don't want to show you screenshots of all this money to excite you and all that. Here's the thing, guys. You know, prior to options domination coming out, which they have completely shortcut the learning curve that a lot of you all may experience if you were to try to do this elsewhere. But prior to it, I was actually looking to get into this because this is one of the ways I wanted to create wealth. One was e-commerce, which was a no-brainer. 2, trading. 3, real estate. All right, that's how the richest people in the world. That's how the richest people in the world have created their wealth. So prior to that, I've lost thousands of dollars literally trying to figure this out. But DSD have spent months of testing, hundreds of thousands of dollars in testing to figure this out for us. And definitely you would get the proper education on how to be able to potentially experience great results. I'm not going to say these type of results, but great results, because I started, like most of you all will, I started account with $1,000. Then I built up from there. And, I started with $5,000 on one and built up from there. So obviously, when you see these trades, just note that I had to build my account up to this point. But some of these trades happened on the 22nd, some on the 23rd, which was Friday, and I think here is more from the 23rd on Friday. So this is from two different broker accounts. This is my first broker account that I use now. This is my other broker account that I use. And basically Friday, I made about $50,000, I believe, when you add it all up, Friday in profit from trading. All right. And you're probably asking, well, how do you do that? If you look here, these trades are probably 50 minutes. At least this one is. And basically through what we learned, obviously I saw something in the market and I just basically took a bunch of trades on the same pair because I knew it was going to go down. All right. And $5,000 was the limit that I can take. So obviously I had to put multiple positions in, if you want to call them that. And I ended up winning the majority of them except a few, which yielded me about $50,000 in profits. Here's another account. It's called a managed account. This is something completely separate, but this is a bonus that you get for reactivating with us tonight. All right. So we will share with you these details. Also, Options Domination has a managed account option as well. So you're getting two extremely exciting bonuses, because not only do you have access to this information, but also you're getting it from the company as well. 1 week later, you see my balance is $118,000. 1 week later, it's $167,000. All right. And I should have put the next one up. Now I'm over $200,000 in this managed account, which you invest your money. And this is a point where you have to work your way up. Okay. You can't start with, $200 and say you want a managed account. You have to build your way up to this point, obviously. But the cool thing about managed accounts is you don't have to take trades yourself. Okay. Someone is trading on your behalf, which is awesome. You also get access to not only Options Domination signal service, but also with the Unit of Prosperity, we have our own partnership with the signal service to where the winning ratios is over 70%. We also have our own options custom indicator that is included absolutely at no cost. All right, our entry level indicator, which wins 70+%, as you see here, where these arrows are pointing. You see wins, wins, wins. All right. And again, this is how you're leaving money on the table. Not only should you probably be trading, you probably heard a lot about binary options as of late. All right. So not only are you positioning yourself in the binary options industry with a credible company, with a credible track record. I mean, we've created more success stories in the e-commerce, but now we're about to do the same thing in the binary options niche or in the trading niche. But also, all right, not only should you be doing it, but the thing that we really want to talk to you all about, for you all that joined last year, whenever you join, that may have walked away for whatever reason, you have the potential to benefit from massive spillover in our tribe matrix from us. Now, why is that a benefit? Number one, you are positioned under the #1 recruiter in the entire company, regardless of who you sign up with in the Unit of Prosperity. Not only that, our team has 5 of the 10 spots on the all-time recruiting board. So how this matrix is set up, chances are, all right, depending on when you join, obviously we're not putting it out there that, hey, you're going to get rich overnight by just signing up. Some people might, but for the most part, we can't guarantee that. But the chances are, if you joined last year sometime and you're on our team, all right, you're going to get a lot of spillover, literally, because most people Again, 5 of the 10 spots, top recruiters are on our team, period. End of discussion. So it just makes absolute sense, which I'll break that down for you a little later in a minute. You also get access to our private Facebook group, to where we not only complement whatever DSD training is doing, but also we do our own live trading Monday through Friday. All right. And we have our own signal service that you get in conjunction with the options domination signals. So whatever package that you decide to go with, whenever you activate options domination, not only are you getting signals from the company, but you're also getting signals from us. You also get a custom indicator from us. And on top of that, we do live trading Monday through Friday unless something weird happens. But for the most part, it's Monday through Friday, pretty consistent. So what I want to show you now is, let's see here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Is we're going to talk about the comp plan here a little bit. And I'm not going to get too technical on you, but I want to basically break this down for you, how the comp plan pretty works, and I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. Let's see here. And I am on a Mac, and this is... Okay, that didn't work out the way I wanted to. Hold on 1 second, you all. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're going to try to work it like this, because if I make it too large, it's going to go away. But here's how the comp plans works. It's a 3x7 force matrix. Obviously, it's a tri matrix. And basically, long story short, the matrix income is as follows. All right, you earn $1 per person in each of the 3 matrices on customers who are at the inheritance level, which is our entry level over here in options domination. You earn $3 on people who are at the enterprise, and $7 on people who are at the legacy level in all 3 matrices. All right, and a tri matrix, if you never heard of that, don't worry about it. I haven't either, but it's something new that's gonna blow your mind. Obviously, once you really break it down. If you want to know more details about that, we have a corporate webinar replay in your DS Domination back office on the home screen, where Hitesh breaks it down pretty thorough, right? But here's why you should really be excited. All right, not only the tri matrix, okay, you have 3 matrices. Tri means triple. 3 matrices, you're earning that money on people depending on which level you come in at. But on top of that, which is so cool, is that you're able to earn matching bonuses on everyone that you personally refer, every customer of access, 25%, 10%, 5%, 3%, and 2%. So you have a check matching bonus, or a matrix check matching bonus, that pays down 5 levels. I've never seen any type of comp plan, whether it's a matrix or a uni level, that pays out check matching bonuses down 5 levels. Now, if anything, I personally believe that the bulk load of the money that's going to be made here, and again, these results are not typical, and we are not in any shape or fashion saying that or guaranteeing that you're going to make any money at all. But for the most part, 5 levels deep check matching bonuses. That is unheard of. But here's another thing that's cool. All right, customers, people who just activate their account. All right, depending on when, okay, depending on when you sign up. And if you're on our team, a lot of you all have great positions in the matrix, all right? Because if you had a DSD account back in October or even November, whenever the case is, if you reactivate Pro tonight, you're going to be imported over to Options Domination tomorrow, and we'll get information on how to activate your Options Domination account. But the cool thing about matrices is that you can literally make money from a matrix, which is technically a recruiting element or an affiliate element, without actually having to recruit people. So you're making money from recruiting without recruiting, essentially. all right, because other people are bringing customers in, but you're benefiting from that and making money, okay? And you can make up to, as a customer, without ever recruiting anyone, $900 max from the TriMatrix. So this is why we sent this email out tonight. You know, we're not going to talk about anything else because, you know, we don't want it to go over your head, but I promise you that this compensation plan is absolutely revolutionary. But a lot of customers out there gonna make money without necessarily doing anything, essentially, but activating their matrix. And you don't want to potentially leave money on the table, whether it's $900, whether it's $100, whether it's $200, $300, $400, $500, or even $50 for that matter. You don't want to leave any money on the table potentially by not activating and passing up on this opportunity tonight. Because for the most part, I believe everybody who's in options domination is going to make money somehow from the matrix, whether it's $10 or $1. You're going to get some money from the matrix. So it's absolutely awesome. Now, in addition to this matrix money that customers can make up to $900, again, up to $900 max by not doing anything. Now you have a complementary option which complements eBay, which complements Amazon very, very well when you get into options trading, whether it's binary options, whether it's regular options, whether it's stock options, whether it's futures, whether it's commodities. You're also getting into that realm, which is also going to help you build wealth. So this is an opportunity that you don't want to pass up on. So if you are an individual literally that may have quit, that is looking to reactivate your account, you do not need to create a new account. Absolutely do not do that, because you will lose your old position, your position in the matrix from what you had from when you first started initially. So what you need to do is go to dsdomination.com, and then you need to log into your DS Domination account with your old login information. From there, you need to reactivate your pro membership. If for any reason you do not remember what your login information is, if you go to dsdomination.com website, if you look at the bottom right hand side, click on contact, send in a support ticket and ask them what your old information is and who your sponsor was, so they'll know how to properly identify and look up that information. So I'm telling you all, this binary options alone, I just recently got into trading futures and commodities, but in conjunction with the income that you could potentially make on Amazon, which literally no hype, no fluff. We have people earning an extraordinary amount of income there. Personally, you know, I do a lot of money on Amazon. Then you bring in the trading. I did 5-figure days on binary options. I've done 5-figure days trading futures. You know, it's absolutely groundbreaking. Then you incorporate the TriMatrix, which is literally going to be game changing for people that want to share something with them, the education that they're going to get. Because the reality is, in the binary options niche, if you have been around, if you've searched or sought out information on the internet, it's so much garbage out there. All right, so much garbage out there, especially when you look at the little ClickShare products. They have people pulling up in these fancy cars with these paid actors with these weird looking cameras, saying that you're going to make $1 million overnight in this type of BS, and then when you get it, you're buying crappy software that don't work, so on and so forth. Or you're paying too much for training from another service that doesn't have any value, and they lied about whatever they said they were going to give you initially. Well, with options domination and the unit of prosperity, again, we have changed the game. We're going to provide you nothing but value and give you the best education possible so that you could potentially be as profitable as you would like to be. But again, we cannot guarantee you're going to be profitable, but we're going to give you everything you need to be profitable. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Miss Keisha Bass.
Just like, well, dang. I was posting in the chat on the Hangout And I know, results, may vary. And I've seen, Sonia said, I'll take any Matrix money, right? And so, you guys, the cool thing is, like, not only the Matrix money, but as Reginald was saying, there's so much crap out there on trading and stuff, and you can just really get lost. Val, are you there?
Yes.
It seems like my computer is like totally lagging. So, and I'm tempted. I was like, I'm gonna go buy me a new MacBook. Oh my God, I'm so over it.
You're good. You're good.
I'm trying to hold out to the summertime, but I may just have to go do it. Val, how about that for,
Okay. You know what just really amazes me? First off, in DS Domination, the original, I'll say original company, first you were given the opportunity to just, sell on e-commerce and not talk to a soul to create a wonderful income from home. And now here we are with Options Domination, where you don't even have to do anything and make money. It's just totally ridiculous. It's just crazy that if you cannot see that vision, I don't know what to tell you. Here you are given an opportunity to just be a customer, to just get in, get started, and then just wait to potentially make up to $900 without talking to a soul. That's even better than DS Domination. It's just like unheard of. So I know for me, I wouldn't hesitate. Like Reginald said, I don't care if it's $50 on the table. That's $50 I can use to do something with my life. $100. It doesn't matter. And for those of you who are, who started early on and you stopped, you have so many reasons to come back. One, you got a company who just keeps looking out for us all the time. So many of us who stayed the course are really going to benefit from this. And you know what? There's something to be said about being in position. And I tell this to people all the time. Put yourself in the position to make certain kind of money. And this is exactly what it is, whether you are investing in products, whether you're investing in training, all that stuff is going to put you in position because you're learning something. You have something of value. You can build on it. And here you are again. We're telling you again, put yourself in position. You only have a few hours to do this, a few hours. And I don't know anybody who needs 4 or 5 hours to spend $20. I know I don't. And I know when I see there's money that I need to be making in my pocket, I'm not hesitating. I have no reason to hesitate. I can go out and spend money right now, but what did you buy today that's going to make you money tomorrow? It's going to make you money next month. What are you investing in? The new year is here. People are going to be doing their income tax refunds, and you know how it is. You get your money in February, you're broke in March. How many times are you going to do that? Here, you can get your income tax money every single month if you put yourself in position. And that's the greatest thing I got from this, is that you don't have to do anything. And you're setting yourself up to create more wealth from doing absolutely nothing. And then for those who want to put in a little bit of work, it's limitless. You don't know where you're going to go. And of course, I can't deny that I'm looking forward to my income potentially doubling and tripling. I don't know what to say about that. I think I told you yesterday, I said, I think I'm just going to disappear after a while. I'm just going to take the money and just run. I've worked in corporate America, and I've been working with online businesses, trying to create online businesses that work for 20 years. So I've been working and working and working. And for me, this looks like I look at this as the end. This is the end of me having to work so hard. I mean, even though I'm a full-time entrepreneur, I work my business. I still get up, I work, I do what I need to do. For me, I see this as the end. And I see this as a way for me to just give back and do more things I've always wanted to do, which is why I got into this business. So that's what I see. I see such potential. And I want to see other people with that same vision and see, what can you do with this money? It's not always about what about the money, is what it does. So I want you to think really long and hard about your vision, about what you want to do, about where you see yourself in the next 6 months, 12 months, because you don't know where you can be. If someone had told me 12 months ago that I would have quit my job, I would have thought you were high, but here I am. So that's what I took from this, is the potential to position yourself. And if you don't do that, then I'm sorry, you just don't want to make any money.
Right. Now let me clear up though, because I don't want you all. I don't want. And man, I'm like totally moving slow.
You're good, Keisha. You're good.
I'm good. Okay, I just on my side. Let me clear this up because I don't want this to go away from here. You all, because this is one of the things High Touch definitely doesn't want people to think that you can do is you can just reactivate and now you just in the money. Okay,
Right.
that's so. And what I would say as well to piggyback on Val is those of you who deactivated, right? I'm speaking to those of you who deactivated, and now you're coming back. Now you need to get off your rusty dusty and get to work, right? Because when I sent out my email, one of the things I said is that you can keep going to your 9 to 5, right? You can keep doing that, right? You can keep waking up in the morning, right? From this opportunity clock, you can keep wake up in the morning and doing that. That's totally cool. But I'm speaking to those of you who are saying, you know what, Keisha, it's 2015, enough is enough, right? I'm sick of this. I'm totally sick of this. I'm sick of this dead-end job, life sucking job. But some of you may be on jobs you may make great money, right? Because that wasn't my issue. It wasn't that I had a dead end or it just was life sucking because it wasn't what I was called to do. And so anytime you have to force yourself to go and do something that you're not called to do, it's life sucking. It sucks the life out of you, right? And so many of you right now, I could probably go through the chat right now, and I could go 1, 2, you, 1, 2, you. 80% of you all on here right now, you hate your job. You're right now, there's a ball in your stomach. Your stomach is sick because you know that when you go to bed tonight, you have to wake up tomorrow and go to this job that you hate. Right? And you dread Sunday, and you're going to do this whole pattern. I've done the pattern, so I know the pattern very well. Sunday night, I agonize because I'm like, oh, my God, I have to get up at, 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I got to get up, got to get my kids out of the bed. I got to take them and drop them off at daycare, drop one off at school, and then at this point, that's how I had to do it. And then I got to go downtown. I got to work all day, and I got to get in my car. I got to drive and pick up one from daycare, pick up the other from school, come home, eat a little bit of dinner, work until I fall over on the screen because I want to get out of this hellhole, right? And then I got to keep doing this cycle. Now Wednesday comes, I'm at Happy Hump Day. I'm posting on Facebook. It's Hump Day. I'm almost to Friday. Come on, I know you guys know exactly where I'm going. Friday is Happy Hump Day. Everybody's excited because what? It's almost Friday. What happens on Friday? We don't have to go to work on Saturday, and so we're so excited. And so we can't wait to tell you what we're going to do on Friday, and Saturday we get to live our lives of freedom, and nobody has a schedule for us, and all this good stuff. And then Sunday comes, we're agonizing again because we got to go back to work. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. It's crazy.
I agree.
And you know what? You can be just like Valerie. Yes, you can. Now, I can't guarantee you'll do it in a year like Valerie did it. Valerie's just, she just had a goal, and that girl didn't stop. I remember when she wrote her resignation letter and said she was done, okay? I remember that, right? She was crazy enough to believe, right?
Right.
So you got to be crazy enough, like Val said, if you got to hem and haw over $20, there's a different issue we have right now. There's a different issue. But for those of you, if I were you, if it were me, and when I saw DS, this is what I said. I'll take a chance on $20, right? It's $20. I'm not gonna cry about $20. I need $2,000 right now. like I need to get out of the mess I'm in right now. I needed about $2,500. I needed way more than $220. So I was like, well, you know what? I'll skim on something. We want you guys to get started. You've seen the information and everything. We got so many bonuses. Reginald talked about the bonuses we have with the unit of prosperity and the UOP options group and stuff. Brand new people are coming in, using the signals, using the training, trading live. With Reginald. I told him he got to do some evening sessions because Keisha Bass is over in the West Coast. And, but that's sacrifice. See, if Keisha wanted it bad enough, I can tell on my own self, okay? Because if Keisha wanted it bad enough, she'd get her butt up at 5:30, and she would trade with Reginald. Because Reginald made $50,000 profit on Friday. So, hell, if you want what someone's got, you got to do what they do. I preach to my own self, right? Like, I mean, that's just what it boils down to. So I'll just have to, like, man, set my opportunity clock and get up and trade original, right? So, but anyways, guys, I love to have fun, and I hope that you guys got some amazing value tonight, and that you reactivate. So you only have a few hours to do this. There's a short window of opportunity, and then so for those of you saying you're gonna reactivate later on this week, no, you're not. You're gonna have to reactivate by midnight tonight. Okay. Do it before you go to bed. Just reactivate your account so that you're all good, and then get your butt to work, right? Get your butt to work. eBay is still, people are still buying stuff on eBay. Seriously, I'm still selling stuff on eBay, and I mean, this is a year, but almost 2 years later, and it's still working. I just looked in the group, and I just saw someone posted. I just made my first sale. It's still working. You just didn't work. Let's just be honest. So it's still working. You just didn't work, but it's okay. We'll welcome you back. Arms open wide. Welcome you back. Get active, you guys, so we can be in position. Because opportunity does not go away. It just goes to the next person. Now, Reginald, any other thoughts? Reginald's probably gone. He's probably trading. It's Sunday night, actually. You know what? Reginald, are you trading?
No, I'm not. I'm actually responding to people who are actually coming back.
Yay! Welcome back. Yes.
Big vision.
That's the whole point. Welcome back, you guys. I know I had some people that messaged me and was like, I'm coming back. Because you know what? There's nothing out there, you guys, where you're gonna find, like I said, that you can use the training and get results. Because we want you to trade as well. As much as we're excited about the matrix and everything, guys, we're excited because we have documented results of trading. Like our, one of the not our owner, but there is actually someone he's trading as well. That is, one of the owners of DS. So we have documented results that our system works, right? We're not putting out some crap that's gonna, where people are losing money left and right. We have the training is going to work as well. The compensation on the matrix and stuff, that's just gravy. That's, in my opinion, that's how I look at it. What do you guys think? I think that's just gravy. I'm excited about trading too.
Yeah, I think it is too. And the cool thing about trading, when we actually start training on this, what everybody needs to realize is that it's not something that you really have to spend a whole lot of time doing. As far as once you get everything down, the system down, even in the live room, you spend 1 or 2 hours a day, you can make anywhere from $30 to up to several thousand. It all depends. So, I mean, how would you like to spend a few minutes a day and earn a full-time income? And that's literally what we have, people doing already, even during the pre-lunch phase of this with options domination and what we're doing with the unit of prosperity. So I'm excited about that. Again, your results will vary. We cannot guarantee that, but there are a few fundamentals that you have to be a successful trader, which we teach you all of those things. But this is an opportunity that you definitely don't want to sleep on, because not only do you have the opportunity before you, but you're getting also the best education that you can get in the industry.
Oh, I would have to agree. I would definitely have to agree. Awesome. If no other thoughts found from you, we're going to get ready to wrap this up.
No other thoughts for me, just that I am so happy to be here, and I know exactly where I should be, which is right where I'm at. And if you're watching this, you're exactly where you need to be, which is right where you're at. I encourage you, I implore you, I insist that you immediately reactivate your account. Get started. Go watch the options webinar that took place last night that just really blew everyone away, and see exactly how big our vision is and why we feel the way that we do, why we're so excited, and why we want you to come back, why we want you to win, why we've set it up so we can help you win. And I just look forward to seeing everybody just get restarted and have more success stories. And 2015, you want to be the best ever, you have to do something different. And this is your opportunity to do something different.
Awesome. Thank you, Val. So we'll see you all. Reginald, are we hanging out tomorrow night before I announce that?
Yes, we are.
Awesome. So we will actually see you guys tomorrow night. We will actually have the Unit of Prosperity hangout. This is actually the Winning Women Network, and we don't normally have men on, but you know, Reginald's special.
We got one special man on tonight.
And we're actually having an event, you all. So those of you who want to join us in Atlanta, Georgia, you want to go to uopevents.com because we are definitely in the e-commerce game. And so this event is it's a Fire Your Boss Evolution conference. And myself is going to be there. Reginald, of course, is going to be there. Reginald, if you don't show up, then be like, he's Skyped in. Valerie will be there as well, and we're going to be sharing. There's so many speakers that are going to be there. They're going to be sharing with you people who have results. We always like to bring people who have documented results that they know what they're training about, and we don't just grab people and say, hey, come train about this, right? No, these are people who are actually making money in the e-commerce game. So there's more tickets. Reginald actually got more spaces, so I don't know how many tickets are left, but you want to go over to uopevents.com, grab a ticket tonight. Meet us in Atlanta, February the 6th through the 8th. And the 8th is a very great day because it's my birthday. Thank you. So join us that week, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night on the Unit of Prosperity Hangout. We love you, and we'll see you inside the Facebook group. Have a great night. Bye.
Good night.